This bag of potato chips turned out to be a deadly weapon in the man's hands. He had hidden a phone and a pen with some paper inside it. While the police weren't paying attention, he secretly wrote down the name of a government official on the paper. The next second, the official dropped dead. The police were stunned on the spot. They immediately suspected the man was the mastermind behind the mysterious remote killings. But to their surprise, this murder completely disrupted all their plans. Just as the case reached a deadlock, a woman suddenly called the station. She claimed the man was the real killer, and even said she had a way to force him to confess. It turned out her husband had also been a police officer. He was brutally murdered while investigating the man. To avenge her husband, she kidnapped the man's girlfriend. Then she revealed her real name to the man, and forced him to write it down, so that she would be killed by his power. That way, the police could confirm through surveillance whether the man really had the ability to kill just by writing a name. If he refused to write it, she would shoot his girlfriend on the spot. But the man acted completely innocent, saying he had no idea what was happening. Watching everything on the surveillance feed, the police chief thought the woman had lost control. To ensure the hostage's safety, he immediately ordered officers to rush to the scene. However, the sound of police sirens alerted the woman. The girlfriend took advantage of the moment, broke free and ran toward the man. The woman flew into a rage and completely lost control. She fired several shots directly at the man's girlfriend, killing her on the spot. Originally, the woman had wanted to help the police catch the real murderer, but she never imagined the victim would end up being the man's girlfriend. Seeing the man break down in grief, she was filled with guilt, and took her own life right then and there. Little did she know, everything had gone exactly according to the man's script. He had long known she would come back for revenge, so to avoid future trouble, he found her real name at the marriage registry in a church, and wrote in the death note ahead of time that she would kill his girlfriend, feel overwhelming guilt, and finally take her own life. This way he could use his girlfriend's death to gain public sympathy, turning himself from a killer into a victim. But to him, his girlfriend was nothing more than a pawn. Just when he thought his plan was foolproof, a detective suddenly showed up, holding that same bag of potato chips in his hand. Clearly the man's secret was no longer hidden.